success cannot satisfy hunger. If your happiness depends on reaching the next milestone, happiness will always remain one milestone away. This is one of the quiet traps of ambition. The mind learns to postpone satisfaction, not when you start, not when you improve, not when you achieve something meaningful. Always later, always conditional. At first, this feels productive. It creates drive. It pushes you forward. It helps you endure discomfort in the present for a better future. But slowly, it can become a habit of delaying happiness itself. You reach one goal, and almost immediately the mind moves the finish line further away. What once felt like success becomes normal. What once felt exciting becomes expected. And the search begins again. This is how achievement can start to feel strangely empty. Not because success has no value, but because satisfaction is never allowed to stay. Stoics observed this pattern long before modern life intensified it. The problem is not ambition itself, but the belief that peace only exists after achievement. When happiness is always tied to the next outcome, life becomes a constant negotiation with the future. I will be happy when. I will be enough when. I will finally feel calm when. And so the present moment is treated as something temporary, something to pass through rather than live in. Yet life only ever happens now. Not in the imagined future, not in the remembered past, but in the present moment that is constantly overlooked. Learn instead to value the process. The effort itself has meaning, even when results are not immediate. A single day of discipline may seem small, but repeated over time, it becomes identity. A single act of persistence may feel insignificant, but it strengthens your ability to continue. A single honest effort may not change your life instantly, but it builds trust in yourself. This is why gratitude matters. Gratitude shifts attention from what is missing to what is already present. Not to stop growth, but to prevent blindness to progress. You can strive for more while still respecting what you have. You can aim higher without dismissing where you are. You can improve without constantly rejecting your present life. The danger begins when progress becomes the only measure of worth, because then nothing is ever enough. Not success, not achievement, not recognition. The mind that is never satisfied will always find another reason to feel incomplete. Even when life looks successful from the outside, it can still feel unfinished inside. This is why fulfillment is not found at the destination. It is developed along the way, through presence, through awareness, through the ability to recognize value in what you are doing right now. You do not need to abandon ambition to find peace, but you do need to stop believing that peace exists only after ambition is fulfilled. Success can be meaningful. Growth can be exciting. Progress can be deeply satisfying, but none of it works if it is always postponed into the future. The present moment is not a waiting room for a better life. It is the only place where life is actually happening. Learn to notice progress instead of dismissing it. Learn to respect effort instead of ignoring it. Learn to value the step you are currently taking, not only the distant goal. Gratitude for today is not the opposite of ambition. It is what keeps ambition from turning into endless dissatisfaction. Because if you cannot appreciate where you are, you will not appreciate where you go, and no achievement will ever satisfy a mind that refuses to be present. So work, improve, strive, but do not postpone your life in the process. Let success be something you build, not something you endlessly chase for relief. And remember, the hunger for more is not the problem. The belief that only more will make you whole is.